let's talk about Twitch moderation. As a live platform, moderating on Twitch is different compared to other content creation platforms. Whereas on a platform like YouTube or Instagram, you post your content and then eventually you go back and you look through the comments and you moderate things. On Twitch, the comments are happening at the same time as you are creating. This is one of the things that makes live streaming so much cooler and interesting and more powerful and alluring compared to so many other forms of content creation, but it also provides a much bigger hurdle than you might encounter on other things, which is you will be creating content at the same time as you need to be moderating, or as your chat, in this case, as the place where people leave comments and try to interact with you, needs to be moderated. Because, and this is one of the unique things about live streaming content, because trolls can instantaneously receive feedback and physically see your reaction to reading their comments or their video links or whatever, it increases the likelihood and kind of the severity of the trolling that you might see, which again leads to an increased need for moderation on this platform. This can create an opportunity for you, but also an exploitable scenario. If you want to focus all of your energy on content creation, you are going to have to find other people to moderate for you. Now, Twitch has provided the means to do this with a simple command, but you are going to need to take members of your community, friends, people you know, people you trust, and give them the ability to moderate for you. Giving other people the ability to moderate for you and giving them a in-chat signifier that they are indeed your mods can in turn though cause you some issues, and that's what the discussion about this video is about. So, 1. If you mod too many people, things will become cliquey. If you've ever gone into a small streamer's chat where they have 4 or 5 people in there, all of which have been modded, going in can feel like walking on eggshells. You're simply sitting around a bunch of people, all of which have the power to ban you, to get rid of you, to do anything that they want at the drop of a hat. And it can make yourself feel very much like an outsider. Similarly, for the streamer on the other side of this, having new people who come and check you out, which you as a streamer desperately want because that's going to help you grow, having new people come check you out, feel uncomfortable, feel alienated, feel like they're trying to break into a clique, a group of friends who really don't want you there, can make it feel like you don't want to stay in the stream anymore and you're going to go find a stream that's much more inviting. For you as a streamer, this is a very worrisome thing because it can completely kill your growth. And as someone who's probably concerned about growth, anything that kills, anything that stagnates, anything that makes your growth less is bad for you. 2, it can give people power over your chat. By letting other people remove posts, time people out, ban people, and giving them access to any other moderation tool out there, you are giving these people power and influence over your team, over your stream. A good moderator should work to make chat and the general environment that other users see what you want, but a bad moderator will work to make chat what they want. You as the streamer, this is your brand, this is your thing. You want chat to be a certain way. And if you have other people out there who are acting to make chat the environment that they want, not the one that you want, this could be very bad for you. You could very quickly end up in a scenario where your chat has completely devolved into a completely different way than you ever wanted to see, with features showing up, with people acting in different ways than you otherwise would like people to do. Number 3, condoning mods' behaviors. By giving someone a badge to weed out bad behaviors, you are also in a way putting this person on a pedestal and saying this person exemplifies the good behaviors within this community. New and existing viewers will very quickly pick up on your mod's behavior and start doing the same sorts of things. For example, if your mods are out there giving helpful comments in your games, congratulating you upon wins, giving some helpful hints and tips about what you're doing, that can encourage other people in your community to do the same thing. But If your mods are sitting there spamming emotes and taking the ability to spam extra things because the moderator lets them get around some of the auto mod things, then other people are going to see, hey, the mod spam, clearly this is a place where we're supposed to spam emotes. Similarly, if your mods are sitting there critiquing plays, this is going to tell other people that, oh, this is what this person wants. They want people critiquing their plays. They want feedback. They want like, oh, you suck. Oh, you should be doing this. Oh, you should be tapping that. Oh, you should be going for this gun instead of that gun, and backseat gaming the entire time. If your mods are insulting you, it'll encourage others to also be rude and insulting. Whether it be in good faith or in bad faith, it sets an example that says, you are open to being insulted and the like, because you aren't getting rid of this person. In fact, you've moderated them, and they're going to keep giving this sort of language, encouraging other people to do it. These repeated behaviors by your moderators can very much influence your chat, and with your chat being influenced in a specific way, can also then in turn influence what new people see and how they decide if they want to join your community or not. Because you could be one of the most engaging broadcasters, you could be entertaining, you could be welcoming, you could do absolutely everything right. But if the chat that somebody walks into is not comfortable for them, they will leave, regardless of everything that you have done. What should you do if your moderators start behaving in a way that you aren't happy with? This is a question that I see repeatedly over and over. That is the exact same thing. That is literally what repeatedly means. Anyways, this is a question that I see repeated over and over. I see it on r/Twitch. I see it on various helpful people's discords. I see it come up in my own chat. I see it all over the place because it's a thing with millions of monthly broadcasters. People are very much wondering what to do, and a mod going bad can cause a lot of strife. It can be really awkward because you've moderated someone who's part of your community, someone who you feel a connection with, and can be very awkward, particularly if you are a socially awkward person getting into gaming because you kind of want to sit in your room and game, but also have some ideas about where Twitch could take you in life. That sort of awkward social situations can be made infinitely more worse. So, what should you do if your mods start behaving in ways that you aren't happy with? First, the very first thing is that you need to understand that this thing is your stream. It's not theirs. It is not anybody else's. This is your stream. This is your brand. This is your hobby or your job if you're starting to be successful with it. And this is your space. It's your stream. If you aren't there, nothing happens. If your moderators aren't there, you still have a stream. If you want something, you should have it. If you want your chat to be a certain way, you should have your chat be a certain way. If you want a certain behavior eliminated, if you want a certain behavior elevated, that is something completely allowable and it's completely good for you. If other people are stepping in and taking control, if you let other people dictate these sort of terms, they're going to suck the enjoyment, they're going to suck the life, they're going to take everything that you like about streaming and turn it into a slog. They're going to make it unfun for you to do, and nobody wants that. You aren't being selfish. You're not a jerk. You want it and you should have it because this is your stream. This is your vision. On to number two. Number two, super simple to say, super awkward, but super simple to say. Just talk to them in private. Don't call them out in the middle of your stream. That's rude, that's gonna derail things, that can make tensions are high, that can make problems. Instead, reach out to your moderator. You have gone and made them a moderator, which means you have some sort of personal connection to them, whether you have them on a Discord, on Twitter, you can even just directly message them on Twitch. Find a way to privately reach out to them and tell them what the behavior is that you're unhappy with and what you are looking for. If they're insulting and you're finding chat is starting to be very insulting to you, just say, hey, I'd really like this to be a much friendlier place. I don't mind the occasional good-natured ribbing, but the constant barrage of insults is starting to make everybody else insult me, and this is starting to be really harmful for me. Please, as my moderator, you set an example for everybody else. Be kinder and talk to people and tell them to be kinder, and this place will be so much kinder in days, if not in hours, of making this change. I know it's going to be awkward and it can feel confrontational, but seriously, you've moderated this person. This person is probably a friend or a regular who's been around your stream long enough that they've become a friend of yours. And this is someone who is coming to your stream because they like you and they like your content. They're not going to feel bad about you directly reaching out to them. In fact, they're probably going to feel good about it. The fact that you wanted to talk to them and you want to open a discussion, open a dialogue with them about how to make the stream better. They want to moderate for you. They want your stream to be the best thing that it can be. Else, why would they be part of your stream? Why would they be someone that you moderated? 9 times out of 10, this is going to fix everything. Seriously, reaching out, talking to them, telling them what you want, this will cause most of the thing. They'll say, yeah, sure, let's do it. And there we go. And even better, this can lead to a great thing, a regular dialogue with this person or your moderation team if you have multiple people that can lead to discussions about how to make your stream the best possible thing, and your moderators will feel much closer to you and you guys will be working as a team. It'll be fantastic. On to the third step. If you've talked to them and they will not change their behavior, or they change it briefly and then they go right back to what they were, it is time to unmod someone. It sucks, but it is. This person is no longer deserving to be your moderator. They are clearly behaving in a way that you do not want and is going to cause negativity for you. So unmod them. You have removed most of the problem. They don't have those things. It's not going to feel cliquey anymore because they're not a mod. They don't have the power to mute people and they are no longer an example. They're just a random who's saying certain things. Do understand that this is a deliberate action that might upset them. It's possible they will accept it and move on. If you've reached out to them already and you've told them and they didn't change their behavior, they might understand. They might confront you, at which point you have the ability to tell them why exactly you did that, and then hopefully things can go back to normal. But they might also choose to leave for a time. You've stripped away powers. It might feel like you're insulting a good friend and they just choose to leave. Maybe they'll be back, maybe they won't. In the worst case scenario, they are going to become toxic. They're going to react badly and they're going to start taking their negative behaviors and getting so much worse. At which point, unfortunately, you will have to take a moderation action against this individual, timing them out, banning them, removing their things, whatever it may be. But I need you to remember, and I've said this before, so I'm going to say it again. I need you to remember, this is your stream. Losing one viewer is far better than you losing your enjoyment of streaming. Because if you lose your enjoyment of streaming, the entire stream is gone. If you lose one viewer is gone. There are a billion English-speaking people in the world. If you stream in a different language, there are insert number of millions of people who speak that language in the world. One person isn't anything. Even if you're a small streamer, the ability to get one more viewer is relatively easy to replace that person who left. All right, thanks for watching. I know this was a bit of a downer topic, but it is a topic I see people wondering about, so I figured I should get something out there so people can Google it and hopefully find this video and get some answers to a commonly asked question. If you're looking for more content about streaming, why not check out my Twitch stream? You can find a link to that below. I stream Sundays through to Wednesdays, and I frequently talk about topics like this and other things related to Twitch streaming, tips, tricks, as well as news and discussions around things related to the Twitch and live streaming world. It's a pretty good place, and I try to make it a pretty nice place to be around.